Guys, it's Gus, and we're going to talk about the auction house. I don't think it will be that long, and just a couple observations. So, this new mod coming out, I don't think anybody who enjoys this game is not looking forward to it. I mean, there's so much good stuff coming out with this new mod. There are some negative undertones that I'm noticing, though, and I don't know if other people are noticing, but, free to play players are looking for things to farm to make diamonds. And, one of the surefire methods that's worked for years is the rank 5 enchanting stones. Well, we still need rank 5 enchanting stones, but they're not introducing gears that need rank 5 enchanting stones because most of the stuff is coming in at mythic quality or elevated quality, so you don't have to spend enchanting stones to upgrade them, which is great for cashers, not so much for people who want to farm. So we're kind of you can still farm rank 5 enchanting stones. Their profits are way less than they used to be. And then a surefire method for the last 2 years has been, chains and avernus hunts. And that's dying down super quick. As soon as they announced the new rib cage that you can only get from grinding, you can't buy it. I think it has about 600 more item level. That's significant. So I think the demand's going way down for the rib cages, which stinks for the farmers because they lost another way to make diamonds. So really, the two arguably best ways right now that you can farm diamonds outside of a dungeon is still guild marks, right? If you get guild marks, come to the generalist. Uh, go to her, buy these scrolls right here, the 3,000 diamond, 3,000 guild mark ones. Bam. Now, some people who have guild marks aren't buying them because they're waiting for a 20% off sale. Up to you. The demand might be higher now than it might be later. So that's a big gamble. But you don't have to buy those. You can also use your guild marks to buy. I believe we have the Atelier summoned, and I'm going to show you two things real quick. If your guild doesn't have this summoned, check to see if somebody in your alliance does. It's really easy to summon, fairly inexpensive. So it sells two items, these two right here. Note the prices. This cost 250% more guild marks than this, but both of these are really needed in the new masterwork recipes. But I'm going to show you the professions event. Uh, yeah, they're 4,500 each, or 9,000 diamonds each, just about, which is really good for 400 guild marks. And then alkali, it's gonna be chalk, 12,000, 11,500 each. So you're getting much more from your guild marks with Terabint. The problem is if the market gets flooded with them, then their prices will go down. But crafters are using those like crazy. And then also you can farm most of the zones in Sharandar, and also get the questionable leathers. And these shot up. These were 4,000 or less. Now they're 10,000 diamonds each. This one's 12. You notice these have been very recently listed. So that's 12k. You can almost AFK farm these. They drop from any of the rotten companions, rotten enemies, like rotten archer, rotten whatever, in throughout Sharandar. So you can do those too. If you don't really need a high item level, you don't need to be coordinated with a group. But dungeons right now are pretty profitable. Like if you still don't have the Band of Air, it's never been a better time to get the Band of Air than right now. Because when I got the Band of Air, there was no reagents that dropped in those bosses. Now they're dropping reagents, and they up the drop rate. And you have a fairly good chance of getting either a Woven Whisker, 172k, but these sell instantly, or the Shard of Dawn's Light, and you can get these. I think they're around 100k. Let me double check. I'm almost there. Oh my goodness. Geez, there's a lot of farmers. 88k. Or the Snowflake, which probably isn't a whole lot. It's probably gone down actually. So let's check out the snowflake. 16K. Whoo shit. Yeah, that. Well, still 16K if you get those, but I didn't realize they dropped that much. But the Displacer Beast Whiskers and the Shard of Dawn's Light drop from any of the three main bosses in a boss. So if you're doing hardcore boss, you can still get them while for free while you're getting the Band of Air. And the Band of Air is so much easier now because when it first came out, we were like 50K item level, 60K item level. Now a lot of us are 75K item level. So it's just much quicker, much more survivability. Still pain in the ass, but at least you're making diamonds while you do it. Unlike everybody who got them early. Okay, enough on farming. I said I was going to talk about the auction house, but right before we get there, if you go to the calendar, this is the event. Cannot wait. The Siege of Neverwinter is going to be here in a couple days. I'm not going to run a single dungeon during the whole time. Apologies in advance to anybody who asked me for an invite. I'll probably do a Reaper. That's it. But I'm going to be all my playing times can be dedicated to this because you get massive amount of vouchers which you can donate, a week after the event ends for double guild marks to get the explore charts instead of 3,000 guild marks for 2,400 guild marks. And then we got the Jubilee followed. I've asked them on their forums if they're going to fix this. Are they going to keep it are they going to completely trash this event like they had the Dungeon Master? So if you didn't know, if you're new, the Jubilee is the event. It is even not last year because they ruined it last year, but the year before, 150 instances, 200 instances. People come back and they AFK and they're there. There are thousands of people in Whispering Caverns getting the 25% off coupons, and they removed them last year. And then there was two instances because everyone's like, "What the heck?" And hopefully they bring it back. This event is so good. It's great for new players because they can buy stuff for discounts, and it's great for vets because they can buy stuff um, and sell it for a profit, but they're still selling it for less than what the new players would be paying for in the um, in the bazaar. So everybody wins. So uh, the God, sorry. Siege is coming, guys. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, so they announced the updated Tiamat and Dragon Hunt. So the the price of stuff that helps you with dragons have gone up. For example, this is PS4. I don't know what they are on other platforms, but the 335 is the lowest for the Dragon Hunter. They were 180 last week. Uh, they actually spiked up to 900K. Somebody probably went and bought them all out up to 900K. But after this lockbox ends, people probably won't be opening this lockbox. So I'm not saying this is a great price to get it, but if you are going to be doing those hunts or be doing Tia, um, you're going to want this companion if you don't have it already. And so you can gamble that the price will go down, but I think history says the prices will go up. So this might be the safest price you may be able to do it for. And then if you go to consumables, man, these have actually gone down. This is if you don't have these, you want these because look at less than 1,000, so it's 10% damage for 800 diamonds for the fights. So that's amazing, and these stack with all your other consumables as well as your 10% protections as well. So if you can get these cheap, you might want to get them cheap. And then the other thing that's dragon related is the mechanical dragon eggs, and their prices have gone up already. The cheapest black one right now is 200. That's not a black one. Is 200K. I've gotten a few of them that I found for like 1.3, 1.4. I'm gambling, hoping they go up. Of course, the mythic egg. I actually sold one 28 million a couple days ago, so they're moving. Um, but these are just such a good toolkit item. The 6% damage and 6% protection and AP gain and gold gain and rough astral diamond gain. The problem is this 31 million is just absurdly expensive. They weren't this expensive. Um, yeah, so don't be pressured and get one of this, but the Black Dragon for the damage gain for the DPS, especially because as people are learning trials, they're harder. People because people don't know the mechanics and they're dying. So generally, having more damage increases the odds of a success. Not necessarily for speed, but success. And then there's a couple other items that you might want to watch for. I'm going. If you didn't notice, cold wards are holding steady. I'm going to be selling the ones I have because I think 850 might be a great price. Usually during the summer they have a 30% off sale, so cold wards will plummet. So might as well sell them now and make some diamonds. More diamonds and I'm gonna gamble they're gonna go down when the sale comes out. They could go up when the new mod comes because generally when a lot of new players come back, i.e. new mods, prices of everything goes up in auction house because people are buying. So I have a lot of stuff I'm gonna wait to sell that I'm not selling now that I'm gonna sell when the new mod drops. Um, I've commented on the Mirage Weapons a few times, and I actually made two of them. And I regret no, I didn't make them. I got farmed the reagents for them. I'm stopping that. So I forgot the R. Here's what I didn't know. I was thinking it's great. You're gonna make 1.2, 1.3 million in 2 weeks, right? Well, the problem is I believe the main hand for the HR is 70 of the arcane of the writings. So so if I use 70, look what I can sell them for. I mean, they're going for 11,000 each. So there's 770,000 that I'm using just in writings. So you're really making like 400k farming that Mirage. If you're desperate, but that is a lot of work for very little diamonds. So I'm not recommending that to players in my guild and stuff as a way to farm diamonds. Um, so I have to mention this because I still keep seeing it. I purposely try to run a random queue. I mean, when I say random, I'm talking public queue it and wait for it to pop. And I usually do it when I'm BSing, like farming heroic counters in the stronghold, trying to get guild marks. It's unbelievable how many players only have one mythic artifact, and guess which one it is? The shittiest of the shittiest artifacts, the Staff of Flowers, and it's their only one. And I don't know um, if it's an old guide that they're all the new players are reading that's saying get the Staff of Flowers, but it is garbage in group play. For less than that, you can get one of the absolute best, the Lantern of Revelation, i.e., the very first artifact in the game they give us for absolutely free. This is an amazing artifact. Uh, it's 10 times better than this Staff of Flowers, because in group play, Staff of Flowers does nothing, but Lantern of Revelation allows every player to hit 10% harder, as well as companions if your group uses companions. So, oh my god, there's this artifact should be like 30k. It's so bad, guys. Please be careful if you're trying to get your first mythic artifact, get something that helps the team. The Lantern of Revelations, the Sparkling Fate emblem actually helps. Oh god, those staff. This is great. 15% debuff. Woo woo. Well, if the tooltip's right. Uh, the arguably the best one that you can't go wrong with, well, you can because everybody could have it. Is the knives because it gives a 12% debuff and a 12% damage mitigation. So it's really good too. So look for ones that when they say uh, enemies take percent more damage, that means everybody who hits them does more damage against them. One of my bets, well, you saw the video on it. I'm not selling insignias right now because I believe a lot of players, when they come back, are going to try to hit that 70k item level mark to get into the new TM map. And one of the best ways to, or one of the ways to increase your item level is do insignias. So I believe insignias will go up. And the thing about insignias is their price is very deceiving, right? You see 245, 245. people don't buy one or two of these at a time. They buy like 10 or 20 of these at a time. So a few players can really suck out, just eat these up really fast before you know it. Um, so one Insignias is one of those things. Enchants are another one of those things where prices may go up with the new mod because a lot of players might want to increase their item level. There was some hype about the what was it? Shard of Orcus wand, right? Shard of Orcus wand. PS4, the price jumped. I don't know why, but the Baphomet girdle or the Demogorgon's girdle of might and the Baphomet talisman, those went up with it. I don't know why. Maybe it's valid or maybe it's just a knee jerk reaction. So if you got these, I don't. Maybe they're increasing the item level on them. I don't know, but it's the same bonus as the star set, really. So I don't see why the price would go up, but maybe there's a reason. Me personally, I found a couple in my inventory, and I'm trying to sell them while the market's hot on these. Uh, I I don't know enough to say don't buy them, but I just don't. For my very limited knowledge on these, I don't see why they would go up. But if you could sell them, you could sell them. So a lot of players were thinking that with the new well, not the new, but with them giving us the icosahedron, the owlbear cub, maybe we should offload them. Panic selling. I don't think that. I think the owlbear cub will still hold steady because the icos, if teams or players use augments, I was using the character builder. Thank you, Rainer, and I don't see how the Ico is better than the owlbear for an HR. The problem is there's some classes where their forte is crit severity, so they just have way too much crit severity from the bonus that the owlbear gives. But on my HR, I prefer the owlbear over the Ico. Sometimes I use the Ico just because it looks cooler. Um, so this is interesting. So check this out. Life scrolls have been dead in the water. 2,500 to 3,000 diamonds each. Ooh, they finally broke the 3K each. Now they're 3,300, so they're slowly going up. I think that trend may continue, especially with a lot of players coming back. But we do have a trade bar sale coming up, so this price might be short lived. We'll see. And then so scrolls of life are doing pretty good. So if you're not doing the appointment events, i.e., the ones that give the tokens of achievement, the I got one for sale. I got a bunch of these though. The Devil's Precision. This was 400K, and then when they it's sold. I had one up here. Yeah, these are selling really good. The Rage of Flames I think is over 400K already. Yeah, 425. The Resiliency of Depths. These were 6K. And these are selling. I just listed these. These sell. I sell two or three of these a day. These were 6K back when everybody's opening the Knox boxes. So if you got these, we're going to be able to get some more during the siege of Neverwinter. So the demand may go down. Who knows? But um, they could always bring the Knox box back any day. These are very attractive prices to sell them. I wouldn't hold on to them too much longer. You can, but you're gambling. And then another thing that's very interesting. This is something trending down. This is trending down hard. I don't know about the other platforms, but holy shit. Look at the Knox Choice Pack. 2.2 million. This is less than during the height of the Knox box when they were sold in the Zen market. So I have a bunch I want to sell, but God, it's such a kick in the crotch selling at this price, man. I was so excited. It was a big gamble. I think I failed on that gamble miserably. So there's my quick observations on the market and the auction house. If you got any questions, type below. And I do have a question if anybody is interested. If if you're trying to define what high DPS is, it's used very often in Protector's Enclave. I see it all the time. I don't know if we have a solid answer that we could all agree to, but maybe if we take all the comments, if people do comment, maybe we can come up with what that means. So If you got a comment on the auction house or farming or what a high DPS is, please comment below. I'm very curious to hear what you have to say. Stay classy, Neverwinter. See you soon.